Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. I would like to welcome all the new subscribers. I got 440 new subscribers this month, and I get about 105 new subscribers every week. Hi, you old lovable followers. Even if you're hateful, if you stick around, you're going to get lovable. Get a notebook and write all the good comments in your notebook, and you're going to be really, really glad you did. So I want to welcome all the new subscribers. And on my channel, we pray for each other. So at night, if you can say a quick prayer, please bless all the subscribers on Rhoda's channel. A long time ago, I watched a TV evangelist, and he was stricken with a terrible cancer. And God healed him, and he said, I don't know whose prayers healed me. It could have been a child. So, you never know. Your prayers might do the trick. So I want to revisit some of the things. Some of you who are my old followers will know this, but the new followers, this is kind of important. This is why we want to stockpile vegetables. Okay, I recently switched from dry beans more to like canned food, and I will go into that in a moment. But first I want to tell you guys a story, a true story. One of my clients, a woman, when she was a young girl, they were Mormons, and she went to Mexico and they were going to practice polygamy, which she did. But when she got down there, there was no food, and they were suffering terrible lack. And so her husband came up to America to try to find work. That's why I never begrudge immigrants. You don't know who these people are. So anyway, her husband was up here trying to get some work, and they were down there and they were suffering horrible lack. One day an old man came up to her and said, "Ma'am, your daughter is starving." And he gave her a bag of beans, a bag of rice, and he told her to plant a garden, which she did. And they survived, but it was really, really, really bad. So this is going to be a short video. I like the short ones. Okay, so I wanted to mention to you guys, I bought frozen food, and last night, I was tired. I had a chicken pot pie, and then I had some leftover corn, so I put my Mexican cream, corn cream on my corn, and I ate that. And I had some leftover macaroni and broccoli. I had one of these vacuum sealed packages. I will buy 7 of these probably tomorrow, and I will show you. It was really good leftover. I think you added milk and maybe a little butter. So that's what I had last night. But then today, I was still beat up. I was very tired. I was determined to do all this stuff, and I did it, and I paid the price. So I stockpiled one of these Dollar Tree burritos. These are big burritos, and these are a lot of calories. These are 640 calories. But what I had with it was I had bought some of this Mexican sour cream, and this stuff is a little heavier than sour cream, and I put this on my burritos, and it was really, really good. So I'll be buying this stuff from now on. Okay, and you heard my uncle died of the corona, so my son and I are being super careful, and I said just wear 2 masks until this thing is over. So we're trying not to go into public unless it's absolutely necessary, and I'm wearing 2 masks. Okay, so my dollar items, I bought $7 worth of food to get me through the end of the month, really served me well because I was really beat up. You guys, I was in a bad way. I still am. Okay, so now I want to talk to you guys. Let's see. All right. I went to 99-cent only, and they had these big bags of raisins, 15 ounces. So this was like a pound of raisins for $1, and I bought 2. And so for provisions, you need raisins or dry fruit. And what I will make out of these is some soda bread with raisins, or you can put some on your pancakes, or I want to make some tasty scones. So I got those raisins today. And then I wanted to mention one thing to stockpile, you know, like dry fruit, is coconut. And I didn't give you guys the recipe I meant to. So what I do is I get the vanilla pudding, the kind you cook if you can. It's better, and you cook it. And you put, I usually put about 3/4 of a cup, but it could be a cup of coconut in my pudding. And then I put that in a cooked pie shell, or it could be a graham cracker pie shell, like if you have to bring something. And then I put whipped cream on top. So tomorrow I'll be getting Cool Whip. So that's a good thing. And if you want to toast your coconut, just put it in the oven and flip it around at 400. Okay, so now at 99¢ only today, this is what no more of these paper packages that leak flour all over. I bought this at 99¢ only. So when I stockpile, I usually buy 2. So I bought 2 raisins. So I bought approximately 2 pounds of raisins. And after I open them, I keep them in the freezer. And I bought 2 pounds, or is this, how much is this? Oh, this is 2 pounds of flour for $1. And I find this stuff to make really good bread. I will be making some bread. Then I bought, they had the $4 for $1 sodas, cans. So I bought all they had. I was a resource hog. And they had only like 1 case, which was 6 4-packs. And then I think I got 4 other cans. So I bought this. And if you can get used to, like say if you're a soda drinker and you drink the cheap soda sometimes, these habits are really going to save you money over time. So that's pretty much what was going on there today. But the next thing I want to talk to you about is the important part. So today at 99¢ only, I bought cream corn. And the reason I bought this is that in an emergency, this is going to make a big pot of corn chowder. Go to my Twitter, Rotostone Twitter, and the recipe is on there. And you can use bacon, you could use ham. You don't have to use meat in it, but one thing that is really going to help you is if you stockpile evaporated milk. So this is going back to vegetables, beans, rice, and vegetables. And I'll be buying rice in big heavy-duty packages. And then there's peas. If you have peas, you can make a big pot of pea soup, and I've given you guys a recipe. It's on my Twitter. And if you have this, it's really going to help too. You can use sausage. Somebody said they couldn't afford bacon, but out here we have bacon ends. And I would get big trays for $6. And you've seen me, I will fry up a 1/4 pound of bacon and eat the whole thing. And then the other one is green beans. What I do with this is I cook them down with bacon, salt, and pepper. And I make like a pan of green beans. So these 3 things will get you by. But there's another thing about these 2. The liquid in it is like water. So if things got really, really awful and you didn't have any clean water, you could drink your water out of these cans. God forbid. Let's hope that would never happen. And then the other thing you want to stockpile, I always get the stewed tomatoes. Yeah, this one's a stewed. I buy them at Walmart. So these 4 vegetables are really going to save you. Now, what you can make with this is you cook your macaroni, and then you cook tomatoes, and I chop them like, chop them up like with a spatula, salt, pepper, and sugar, and add the macaroni, and that's going to give you a nice big pan of food as well. And if you have some cheap meat on the sides. Okay, so now during times of plenty, We usually just eat these on the sides, but during times of famine or depression, these could be used as our meal to get us by so we could survive. And then the last vegetable, I buy these big cans. Have you seen these at Dollar Tree? And this is going to make you a huge pan of beans. Okay, what I do is I fry 2 pieces of bacon, like the bacon ends. I remove the bacon and I usually eat it. And then I fry chorizo in the bacon grease. And on chorizo, you got to get it done. Don't cook it too high. It burns easily. And then you add your beans to the bacon grease. And you add a little milk if you don't have cheese. And that's going to give you delicious refried beans. That's why I stock the corn chips in the vacuum sealed bags. I think they taste much better than those tortillas that you can buy already cooked. So just buy, these are really going to protect you in all ways in your stockpile. So this would, I think I got 12 of these. And some of these, you see I bought 50% off. And then just one more thing. This is very important. If you ever have to eat beans, make sure you can have some potatoes and have fried potatoes. It's going to make all the difference in the world. A lot of people go, well, that's your rice. Well, you can make Spanish rice if you have this as well. But these potatoes, and especially if you have some ketchup too, and you may think, well, Rhoda, I don't see that. Just trust me. If things get really, really bad, this is really going to help you. So, okay, so here's what we're bewaring. 1, some kind of riots and looting. 2, the grand solar minimum. This is year 2. It's 11 years. And some people say it's a mini ice age, which could diminish our crops and crops around the world. Okay, if the icy cold places don't have any food, or if our country gets icy cold, it could affect the crops and it could lead to some kind of famine. Last year, the day after Christmas, my son went from San Diego to Las Vegas and got caught in a blizzard. That was year 1. We've got 11 more years of this to go. So we're preparing for a famine or a depression. Now, the bad news is if we do hit a depression, let's hope not, but you can prepare for 10 years. So that's why you want to do some of this stuff. What I'm doing is I'm just buying a little extra food because out here, you know, there's been a lot of death reports from the COVID. And people are piling up. I mean, you know, I'm coming back in a minute to talk to you guys about non-perishable items. But the most important thing is food, because you need. So if you have a shelter over your head and you have food and water, you can get by. But if you don't have any food, but you don't have any water, but you had some water in your canned food, you're going to be very, very glad. Yeah, there's salt, but it is water. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.